in the right direction over there. So why are we down? What's going wrong? Well, because of this. You see, there is also something else in the US right now that is causing a bit of a problem, a bit of a bottleneck in the markets. You see, cutting interest rates and trade deals and all these other things result in one thing that has a direct result to crypto, and that is liquidity flows. Now, liquidity is effectively money, okay? When there's more money in the system, it makes sense that crypto goes up. And while people are like, well, retail are not here because they don't have the appetite after that $19 billion liquidation event and $19 billion got taken out of the market. First of all, $19 billion didn't get taken out of the market. $19 billion just got redistributed from all the people who were over-leveraged to put into the hands of a handful of people. That money still exists in the crypto market, just probably not in your hands or my hands anymore. And while you think that retail doesn't have the appetite, as soon as Bitcoin's back at all-time highs and beyond, and altcoins start to pump again, retail will be straight back in the markets like they always are. You've probably experienced this yourself over the past few years. Every time we saw something panicky and worrying get in the market, we were like, I'm never touching crypto again, only to then see the market pump back up the next few days, and only to then ape back into the market. If you've been doing that, let me know down below, and why this time should be any different when you're feeling fearful and panicked and worried. So what is this one thing that's stopping us, and why should we actually be pretty excited for this one thing to get out of the way? So you see, all these other different catalysts are building up in the background to a point that there is one thing that's sort of stopping that money entering into the system. Remember, liquidity is what crypto needs to survive. When it's going up, crypto does really well. Liquidity right now is being constrained by a shutdown in the United States government. And here's why. The US Treasury can't spend any money during this period of time. Effectively, liquidity injections are on pause. So all of these things building up in the background that are basically going to be bringing liquidity into the markets can't happen right now. It's all stuck behind the barrier. And effectively, once this is all resolved, the Treasury General Account will be in drawdown. And that spending has been adding reserves to the banks. This will result in a further liquidity boost across the entire market that could happen very, very fast. So this is basically a pause, a short-term pause that will come to an end because that government lockdown will come to an end at some point, okay? Has to, effectively. Right now, it's the longest it's ever been. And when it does, you're going to see the results of the end of QT. You're going to see government spending return. You're going to see all of the benefits of the fact that, like, JP Morgan has decided to start adding crypto to its balance sheet, along with BlackRock and all the others. You're going to hear more about the Bank of England also moving forward on digital assets. You're going to hear more about institutions and their readiness to get involved in crypto and start investing more in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and all the other ETFs. You're going to hear more about adoption of crypto in Asia Pacific and in India and in South America and lots of other places. And you're going to hear a lot more about all of the people who are stacking up short against Bitcoin right now getting liquidated. If we jump across to coinglass.com, you can see that the market is getting this wrong once again. Remember, 95% of people are wrong in crypto most of the time. 5% of people make money, okay? Because despite knowing all these things and educating ourselves, unfortunately, we're emotional people. We get moved around and made to do things because of our mind and what the chart might be doing in front of us. It's really difficult to sit in drawdown and feel the pain and all those things. I've got a solution for you for that. Don't worry, I'll tell you that later on. But if we jump across to CoinGlass, you can see Binance Bitcoin liquidation map down to around $103,000, which was only $3,000 lower than we were yesterday. There's not that much liquidity. You can see up to here, $19 million in liquidity of long positions, right? No one's going long right now. Everybody is going short. Remember, everybody gets it wrong. $4.5 billion near enough is in short positions. All of these guys are banking on this price going lower and lower and lower. Guess what happens? The market makers, the media, and everyone who's controlling the market is looking at this, licking their lips. Why? Because as soon as that major catalyst, like the drawdowns, get pushed out the way, suddenly the price can move higher. And when that happens, all of these short positions, which are effectively borrowed money in sells, get flipped and turned into buys. This adds fuel to the fire. And that's why every single time we've gone from a period of fear and worry to a time where we're starting to look forward and getting excited, the price moves very, very fast. You can see, looking at a Bitcoin chart, that this happened here, and it happened here, and it happened here, and also here, and also here, and also, yeah, it's going to happen next. Okay, it will happen next. When that happens, I don't know, because I don't know when the government shutdown is going to end in the US, right? Effectively, that's your catalyst. Does that mean instantly when that shutdown ends, money floods into crypto and it all goes straight up? I don't know, okay? I honestly don't know, neither does anyone. But ultimately, all of the different factors that drive crypto bull markets are basically going to enter into the market and create something like this happening, okay? Or like this happening. This is pretty good, okay? And if you zoom out on a weekly chart, things don't look that bad. And if I look at my portfolio on the day-to-day, it looks awful. If I go to the week, it looks even worse. If I go to the month, horrendous, okay? But if I go to the year, zoom out a bit, lots of this is looking pretty good. Yeah, there's some coins that are seeing some pain, but ultimately, lots of these recover very, very fast. When that liquidity expansion that we've been waiting for the past like 3 or 4 years enters into crypto, things get really good, okay? Yes, previously, bull markets finished in the year of a new US president getting into office. But that's typically because you see financial easing happen in the beginning of that year